Hello, everyone, and welcome to our 2021 recognition of Cuesta College's honored alumni. I'm Shannon Hill, Executive Director of Institutional Advancement in the Foundation. I'm so happy to be here today to honor our outstanding alumni and continue this tradition, which started back in 1989. Our honored alumni celebration is hosted each year by the Cuesta College Foundation. This year, the college's marketing department is once again helping us to share this wonderful recognition virtually with all of our Cuesta College community. For those of you being recognized as honored alumni today, we are so happy to have welcomed you back to campus. We are excited to be recognizing you as those who have gone on to becoming contributing members of our local community here in San Luis Obispo County. Because this event is hosted by the Foundation, I would like to take a moment to recognize and say thank you to our board of directors from the Foundation, and especially our president, Debbie Peralt, for all of their time that they all invest in the college throughout the year. And thank you to the Alumni Committee in thoughtfully selecting this year's recipients. Our Foundation board members come from all corners of this beautiful county to represent all of you. We thank each of them for their service. Without their leadership, we could not do the work that we do supporting the students of Cuesta College or honor these outstanding alumni together today. Thank you all for joining us in recognizing the fine graduates of this college. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce Cuesta College's Superintendent President, Dr. Jill Stearns, to share her greetings and congratulations. Dr. Stearns?
Thank you, Shannon, and thank you for joining our celebration today. It is inspiring to hear the stories of our Cuesta College honored alumni. We are proud to share in their journeys and celebrate all that they have accomplished as alumni of Cuesta College. To our honored guests, I hope that as you look back on your days at Cuesta College, you feel a bit nostalgic and remember your time here at Cuesta fondly. Today, we are inspired by where your path has led since your days as a student. Your stories of service stand as vivid illustrations of what is required from us as a higher education institution to deliver top quality educational experiences to the San Luis Obispo County community and beyond. Each of us serving at Cuesta College enjoy hearing and celebrating the impact made by our honored alumni. When you share your success stories with us, we are inspired to continue in service to the students of today. I extend sincere thanks to the many individuals in our community who volunteer their time and talent generously in support of Cuesta College. We depend greatly on these loyal volunteers and appreciate their investment of time and talent. To our community volunteers watching today, we deeply appreciate your support and recognize that we could not serve as effectively as we do without you. So on behalf of Cuesta College students, faculty, staff, and campus leaders, thank you for generously investing in us. I extend joyful congratulations to each of our 2021 honored alumni. This year's honorees represent our local communities and reside in Atascadero, Los Osos, and San Luis Obispo. The awardees will each receive a certificate from the San Luis Obispo County Board of Supervisors recognizing their accomplishments. They will receive congressional recognition provided by the Office of 24th District Congressman Salud Carbajal, and they will be recognized by 35th District Assemblyman Jordan Cunningham. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to Janice Fong Wolf. Janice has served on Cuesta's Foundation Board of Directors since 2019. She brings a long and strong history with both nonprofit work and higher education, demonstrating dedication to giving back to our community and making a difference in our society. Janice serves as the chair of the Foundation's Alumni Committee for the 2021-22 academic year. Thank you, Janice, for your commitment to our local community, Cuesta College, and the work you do in support of the Cuesta College Foundation.
Thank you, Dr. Stearns, and thank you to all of you celebrating with us today. Cuesta's Honored Alumni Awards were established in 1989 to recognize outstanding professional achievements and service of former Cuesta College students. Since that time, more than 65 alumni have received this prestigious honor. The foundation receives many nominations each year on behalf of alumni who have made outstanding achievements, both personally and professionally. The Alumni Committee goes through a rigorous process to review all of the fantastic nominations that come in and ultimately select our honored alumni for that year. It is with great pleasure that I present to you today our 2021 honored alumni. Each are receiving a plaque from Foundation honoring them as a 2021 recipient, as well as being commemorated on the Honored Alumni Wall in the Associated Students Building on the San Luis Obispo campus. At this time, I would like to introduce our first recipient, Dr. Colleen Vecchetti. Colleen attended Cuesta College from 2001 through 2006. A Los Osos resident, Colleen was raised on the Central Coast and began her post-high school academic career at Cuesta, where she was a student athlete on the title-winning softball team for 2 years. She graduated from Cuesta with her Associate of Arts degree and transferred to Cal Poly, receiving her bachelor's degree in 2007 in biological sciences. While obtaining her Bachelor of Science, Colleen worked as a physical therapy aide at Movement for Life in Morro Bay. After receiving a Master of Physical Therapy from Fresno State in 2010, Colleen returned to the Central Coast and to work at Movement for Life, completing an extensive orthopedic residency program in 2013. Shortly after that, she received her doctorate in physical therapy from the Evidence in Motion Institute of Health Professions. Additionally, Colleen is a clinical specialist in orthopedic physical therapy, and she is a vestibular-trained physical therapist through Emory-Duke Universities. In 2020, she became the clinic director at Movement for Life Physical Therapy in Morro Bay. Colleen resides in Los Osos. Congratulations, Dr. Colleen Vecchetti.
I'm extremely grateful to be receiving this honored alumni award today. I was raised by a single mom who valued education. In our family, it was never if we would go to college, but rather what we would choose to focus our studies on. I, like many other 18-year-olds, didn't know what I wanted to do for my entire adult life. I also knew that money would be extremely tight for my family during my undergraduate studies. My mother, who was a special education teacher with a master's degree herself, worked a second job in the evenings to assist in my college tuition. Cuesta gifted me an education. This prestigious community college gave me 3 things. 1, the ability to attend classes at an affordable tuition. 2, the time I needed to navigate my choice in major and career path. And 3, the preparation for the academic success that I would need as I transitioned through Cal Poly and Fresno State, eventually earning my doctorate degree. My education at Cuesta was the foundation to my education. Through my time at Cuesta, I was able to explore different opportunities through volunteer work and diverse didactic coursework. This allowed me to navigate the beginnings of my academic career, and I was truly able to find my passion. This led me to find the profession of physical therapy, for which I'm extremely grateful. Every day I wake up excited about what I can do and how I can make an impact. I'm fortunate to be able to serve my hometown community. I've always been extremely proud of the education that I received at Cuesta, and now I'm even more proud to be chosen as an honored alumni. I would like to thank the Cuesta College Foundation for this honor, and I'd like to congratulate Craig and Steve as my fellow honored alumni this year.
Next, I would like to introduce Craig Darnell. Craig attended Cuesta from 1998 to 2000. When Craig started his studies at Cuesta in 1998, he became deeply involved in the Cuesta experience, starting out as a president of Alpha Gamma Sigma before serving as vice president for the Associated Students of Cuesta College in 1999 and then as president in 2000. As president of the Associated Students, he also served as student trustee to Cuesta's board as well as to the Foundation Board of Directors. He graduated from Cuesta with an associate degree in general science and transferred to Cal Poly, where he received his bachelor's degree in business administration with a concentration in global strategy and law and a minor in economics. Through connections which Craig credits making through Cuesta College, he was offered a part-time position with Blakesley & Blakesley, an independent financial planning firm located here in San Luis Obispo. Upon graduation from Cal Poly, he transitioned to a full-time position where he eventually, as a certified financial planner, vice president of Blakesley & Blakesley, Inc., and the chief investment officer of Blakesley & Blakesley Financial Advisors, he has played a pivotal role in growing the company. Craig credits his successful career to the deep relationships and experiences that started here at Cuesta College and says, "Cuesta is where I grew up." Craig resides in Atascadero with his wife, Kristen, and their 2 children, Caden and Corey. Please welcome Craig Darnell.
When I received the phone call informing me that I was one of this year's recipients, I was completely taken aback, and it immediately reminded me of the wonderful memories I had while attending Cuesta. During my time at Cuesta, I discovered a passion for giving back. It all started with joining Alpha Gamma Sigma, a club here on campus that helped me learn the importance of volunteer work for not only the club itself, but the school at large and the community we also live in. This initial experience blossomed into my roles with the associated students at Cuesta College that introduced me to people like Sam Blakesley on the college's board of trustees, as well as his mom, Diane Blakesley, the founder of Blakesley & Blakesley, who at the time was very active in the college's foundation. Overall, my experiences at Cuesta College have helped me develop a passion for the community I live in, and more importantly, the desire to help make our community a better place. I feel I've been able to do this by my work with several nonprofits, which have included Rotary, Family Care Network, and the San Luis Obispo Symphony, to just name a few. Even though I have my bachelor's degree from Cal Poly hanging in my office, I proudly display my diploma from Cuesta College because it reminds me of the positive impact Cuesta has been in my life. Thank you again for this great honor.
Thank you, Craig, and thank you for your role in our local business community and contributing to life in San Luis Obispo County. We round out our 2021 honored alumni with Steve McGrath. Being a lifelong learner, Steve started taking classes at Cuesta in 1986. As a native of Glasgow, Scotland, Steve emigrated to the U.S. in 1977. First settling in Cambria, he cleaned rooms, bartended, and waited tables before moving on to the construction field, which would later become his chosen trade as a licensed California general contractor. As life moved on, so did Steve's success with his companies, McGrath Construction and McGrath Associates, an environmental consulting firm. Passionate about job site sustainability practices, he found himself helping write policy for the city of San Luis Obispo and speaking at national conferences on earth-friendly practices. Steve was also co-host and producer on the syndicated radio talk show Build America, discussing his design and construction industry. After retiring from the construction business, Steve became the facilities manager for Port San Luis Harbor District, then harbor manager before becoming general manager for San Mateo County Harbor District before full retirement. While raising his family and growing 2 successful businesses, Steve quenched his thirst for knowledge by attending classes at Cuesta College, earning his associate's degree and graduating in 2011. Steve lives in San Luis Obispo with his wife, Sandy. Welcome, Steve McGrath.
I want to thank Cuesta College and the Cuesta Foundation for this honor. I came here as an uneducated immigrant 44 years ago. Since then, I have made a good life here and retired from a career in local government. I recognize the part that fate played in my success. I am, through no effort of my own, a white English-speaking male with the love of a good woman. Regardless, I felt less than and was always aware that I lacked a formal education. I started at Cuesta over 35 years ago, largely out of general curiosity, but then decided that I would like to be educated, and so embarked on a course that involved 1 class a semester for years, sometimes accompanied by one or other of my high school-aged children. And so, one day, I graduated. My family, including my grandchildren, watched as I walked in cap and gown. It was a proud day for me, and I thank Cuesta for a good education, from some really great teachers, for the opportunity to model intellectual curiosity and the value of an education to my children, and for the chance to finally be able to call myself an educated man.
Thank you, Steve, for your service to our community over the years. Congratulations, Colleen, Craig, and Steve. We are so proud of what you have accomplished and can't wait to see what comes next.
Thank you to Dr. Jill Stearns and to Janice Fong for your leadership. And congratulations again to our 3 recipients. Cuesta College and the Foundation will continue our traditional celebration in person as the pandemic allows. But for now, we hope you enjoyed learning more about our graduates and how their futures were built here at Cuesta College. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us and keep checking your inboxes and mailboxes to find out all that's happening around Cuesta today. Take care and be healthy.